Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. It is that time of year again. Yep, February 1st. And you know what happens right around February 1st is people start to want to get their farming on. So I thought what I would do is share some secrets for prosperity's sake. Posterity? I don't know. I'll share these secrets. And I think I'll title this video, All is Fair in Love and War. Let's leave love out of it for now. Let's just talk war. All is fair in war. You'll never hear somebody say, well, that's just not fair. That hurts my feelings. In war, you don't hear that. If you can do it, you do it because the idea is to win. Farming's the same way. If you want to be successful at it, you have to take every advantage you can and use it or exploit it. So you exploit every advantage that you can. In war, you exploit weaknesses too, but let's just stay away from that. The enemy of the farmer is vast. There are many. But the one that I want to talk about today is fertility. So around here, the type of farming that we do, we don't use chemicals on the fields because we really don't need to. And you know, a chemical on the field might seem like an asset, but given time, it becomes a liability. And so let's talk about composting. Looks like a good composting day out, right? Snowing now. I'm still plowing, and I'll be plowing for a while because it's supposed to snow for a while. So I do like progressive plowing when it's like this. So this pile behind me, see it? It's pretty good size. That would be probably 30 yards or 40 yards maybe of compost. And what this is I scrape out the yard where the cows are in the winter time, because we don't let them out on the fields in the winter time. They don't need to be this part of winter. I mean, like as soon as we hit about December, January, February, March especially, we keep them in an area, it's called the barnyard, and we just feed them round bales up there. So they manure a lot, and then we'll scrape all that manure up and we'll put it someplace, and we'll add other organic material to it, and it makes a lot of heat. It composts. I turn it during the summer, and then when winter's coming, we add a whole bunch more stuff to it, and then we stop. We leave it alone. Now that compost pile to you may seem like it's just dead cold, right? But it isn't. You see these little holes here? On certain times of the day, you can't see it right now, you'll see just wisps of steam coming out of there. So this compost pile has kind of a heartbeat, and the heartbeat is slowed way down. It's just barely thumping, you know, it's just barely thumping. So if I were to turn it now, I would completely cool it off and I would kill the heartbeat. So I would not want to turn it now because it's like 10 degrees out right now. So what I want to do now for an advantage that that I will reap the benefits of in the spring is I'm going to come out here with my plow, and I'm going to plow snow all up around it, and then I'm going to take the loader and I'm going to put that snow up on top of it. And what I'm doing is I am insulating that pile from possible very cold weather that we can get in February, because we do get cold weather in February. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm concentrating the nutrients that's in the snow onto that pile, so when the snow eventually melts, it goes into the pile. Lots of nitrogen in the snow, lots of it. And I want to capture it into my compost pile if I can. So that's an advantage that I can do, and it will help the pile stay warm and keep its heartbeat going. Now, when I do things like this, I have a skeptic that lives at my house, and they'll always say, well, you know what that's going to do? And I know you're probably thinking this too. You're thinking, well, you're going to pile all that snow on there, and when it melts, the nutrient will run off. Well, let me tell you how it really works. The pile is somewhat dry, so the pile is actually going to absorb that moisture slowly. I've never cut into a pile in spring and said, wow, it's just a sloppy mess. It doesn't work that way. And another safeguard that we have here, if you're doing massive composting operation, I suppose the state would make you have containments for the nutrient that's likely to run off and get in our rivers and streams. You know, this is 30, 40 yards of compost that's complete, fairly complete. It's fairly done. I just want to cure it over the winter. I'm kind of a year ahead of what I'm doing, and I don't do this for sale. This goes on the produce field, and the produce gets sold, or it gets fed to the people here, or them, you know, us, them. You know, so we don't actually sell compost. You know, usually if people need it, I just give it to them. But don't take that as a, you know, don't show up here with a semi. Oh, you said you'd give it to us. But this field is a field that I'm going to plant on this spring. So if the nutrient does run off, it's going to be here. It's going to be on this field, right? This field was a pig field for a long time. Well, actually, it started out as a hay field that was unproductive. We turned it into a pig field, and then we cut it in half. See, so the pigs are over on that one. So I have half of it open here. Eventually, I'd like to build a store up here. So I took a lot of topsoil off of it, and then I used it on the produce field. I used it in our garden. I used it to fill in some holes and stuff, but I took a lot off. And I think a dump truck went over to my son's house for his garden. And there's still plenty on here. So I'm gonna smooth this out this spring, and I'm gonna plant something fun in it. I don't know, maybe like sweet corn or something like that. That'll look good from the house. So that's my helpful tip for February 1st. I'm gonna keep them going because I got some sun on me today, and I realized that spring is coming, and it's very exciting when spring comes, especially if you're in the farming business. We got a lot going this spring. Intern program's going to be really great. The Anyone Can Farm program's going to be really great. And our new website was just launched yesterday. They are still working on it a little bit here and there. There's some changes have to be made, but I encourage you to go there and check it out. It's bakersgreenacres.com, and there will be plenty of a forum to comment, like on this video. If you want to comment on this, please do so. And I'm supposed to tell you to like and share this, and that helps out quite a bit in getting our footprint a little bit bigger. So it's Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm.